So it's my birthday today. So we're going to go around town and try to get free stuff that corporations give you on your birthday. So far, we got from Starbucks at Target, we got a drink, which is a pink drink with light ice and extra coconut milk, if you're wondering. Trenta size, which is 30 ounce approximately. And now we're going to go into Firehouse Subs. And apparently they'll give you a medium sub on your birthday. We'll see. So that absolutely worked. They gave us a free sub. Let's have a look at it.
Second.
So the pickle spear with it. That's a full-on sandwich. Look at that. Turkey and ham, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, mustard. It would come with onions, but we requested no onion. Because you know what? Dottie doesn't like onions. And yes, it's my birthday, but I am not going to eat that. She's going to eat it. So, you don't have to eat it right now.
I need something in my belly.
No, you don't have to eat it. You can wait. No, go ahead, eat it. I'm just kidding.
You're having the pickle.
So I believe our next stop
You can have the pickle.
is Checkers.
No, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, it's Buffalo Wild Wings, which is actually right over there. That's the yellow over there. So we're going to go in there, and they give you a free sample, no, not sample, snack size chicken wings, which I figure is probably going to be 3 wings or something like that. We're going to find out.
I haven't had a Firehouse sub in years, and I devoured that half of it in like 2 seconds. It was so good.
Not crazy about the pickle though, huh?
Not crazy about the pickle, and I love pickles.
So I ended up eating the pickle. I thought it was great. It has a unique taste. It's familiar to me in some way, but I can't really place it right now.
I didn't like that flavor of pickle, and I love pickles. But...
So now we're about to go into Wild Wings, Buffalo Wild Wings. So we placed the order. We get 6 wings, and Dottie's going to get lemon pepper boneless wings. And he said it would be about 5 minutes. This is what it looks like in a Buffalo Wild Wings. It's like almost like a sports bar or something. I'm not crazy about sports ball at all, but if you are, this seems like a good place to be if you like certain type of music, I guess, and sports on TVs while you eat and drink. Okay, so we just got out of Buffalo Wild Wings, and they gave us 6 lemon pepper boneless wings. Let's have a look at them. That's your sauces, I think.
Yeah, that's ranch. Ah!
These are boneless, so they're battered and fried.
Smell them. They smell pretty good. Give me a fork. First, I'll try a bite without. That's good. Not overly powerful, please.
I mean, it better be good. Wings is in their name. I mean, they better get the wings right. But I mean, there's CC's Pizza, and it's got pizza in its name, so there are exceptions to the rule. Very hot, huh?
It's not overwhelmingly lemon pepper.
Now, this is normally $9 for those 6 wings, which to me sounds crazy as shit. But we got it for free because it's my birthday.
I'm not gonna eat them all right now. They're good. I'll take another bite, but save room for more food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
So be careful.
They were lemon peppery, but like not overwhelming. Lemon peppery, like, you know, you could taste lemon pepper. Wasn't like a mouthful of lemon pepper, if that makes sense. I know Todd knows what I mean, right?
Yeah. So now we're at Checkers, and we're going to go in there, and they're supposedly going to give us a free small milkshake. So they gave us the milkshake. They were kind of like unfamiliar with how it worked. They were like, "Do you have the coupon for it?" I said, "I don't know. Is that how that works?" And they said, "I don't know, but I'll honor it." And they just, with no problem, gave us the shake. And I did show them that it was my birthday, and that it says online that they give out these shakes. So that's great.
Wow. That is insanely creamy.
Now I will have some of this.
Like, insanely creamy. We got strawberry.
Now, I think the next stop is Panera. So we're going to go there. Pantera Express. No, we're going to go to Panera Bread and get a pastry. So for Panera, we're doing drive-through. And they don't have cherry pastries anymore, so we're going to get a blueberry muffin. All right, so we got the muffin, and we're leaving the drive-through. Let's see the muffin.
For that. For that. Holy fuck, it's a heavy, sorry. It's a huge muffin to me.
All right, and we're not eating that right now, I don't think.
No, I need to let my stomach settle.
So we're going literally right next door now to Moe's, which is the very next building there. And they're supposed to give you a burrito. Now this one's going to be for me. Because they will have something, I'm sure, that I'm willing to eat. Let me just say, if I was starving, I would eat you. All right? If that's how it was, that I'm not like, oh gosh, I'm going to starve myself before I eat meat or something like that. I'm not like that. But I'm not. It's not a survival situation here. So, you know, maybe I'm a little picky about what I eat. But I'm not a jerk about it. I don't tell anybody else that they have to eat a certain way or anything like that. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to get gas at some point too. So that's what that beep was. So we're here now at Moe's. We're going to go in there and see if they'll give me a free burrito. So Moe's didn't give us a burrito because you have to be in their rewards program for a year. So next year I'll get a burrito, I guess. But they did give us a big bag of chips and a cup of queso. And then I got 4 souffle cups of their various salsas and 1 souffle cup of limes. So no burrito this time, but just 2 doors down over here is Hooters, and they're supposed to give us 10 wings. So we're going to go try to do that. And they may have a stipulation. We realized coming out today that all of them may have stipulations that prevent us or preclude us from getting the reward, since I just signed up for all of these yesterday, and today is my birthday. I guess we're going to try the chips and queso before going into Hooters.
Okay, birthday boy. Here's your chip.
Okay.
That's really good. Some of the best queso I've had. Want to put one more before we go into Hooters.
Okay, so that's that.
Pretty good queso.
Now we're gonna go in there and try to get these wings. They're supposed to give you 10 wings here. So this is what it looks like in Hooters. So it literally is like a sports bar. It's just sports, giant TV over there, and just, you know, dudes gathered around a bar in the middle. It's like noon. It's like it's not like it's nighttime or something like that. So it's not the kind of place I would want to hang out in. But if you like this kind of thing, here it is for you. So we got the wings. We haven't looked at them yet. There's like a delivery driver theft prevention device in the bag.
What? This is huge.
These are Parmesan garlic wings with a ranch side. So Bob Pilj, a realtor here in the Golden Isles and down in Kingsland, St. Mary's area, described this process to me the other day, where he said he starts with a kind of Alfredo sauce and then melts Parmesan into it and garlic. He's from Buffalo, New York, so he knows his wings.
Have the wipes on standby.
Okay.
Oh, they are hot. Very crispy.
And of course, the wings are deep fried before they're put into that sauce. You want to make sure you thaw them out first if they're frozen. It's okay to bake them. This is a tip I got from Daniel Wilson of Max Barbecue. You could bake them if they're frozen, but if you're going to deep fry them, thaw them thoroughly first. And just deep fry them at 350 until they float. Then you can sauce them. And if you want to make buffalo sauce, you use Frank's hot sauce and butter, half and half. If you want to make it spicier, you put less butter. If you want to make it milder, you put more butter. So now we're going to go just 2 doors down to Tropical Smoothie Cafe and see what they have. They said you get a surprise on your birthday. We don't know what it is. We're going to go find out. Oh, and by the way, these wings are normally, what did it say, $16.99?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
For 10.
Good grief. Well, here we go to Tropical Smoothie. Well, we just left Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and they did not give us a drink. That's what it was. Online it says you get a surprise, right? It didn't say what it was. But she said, in there, she said, it's a free smoothie. I was like, okay, great. But she was unaware of how I might get that smoothie, so I just didn't get one. She's like, unless it pops up in your app, I don't know what to do. It's like, okay, so don't ask anybody. But whatever, that was a disappointing failure right there. But anyway, now we're going to go to Waffle House, where they're supposed to give you a free waffle. And that I will eat. We had to stop and we're getting some gas. We were running out of gas. This is the lowest we paid for gas in a long time. I'm at a Texaco, and I downloaded their app. And I guess because it's the first time I'm using it, I get $1 off per gallon. So that's fantastic. So we just paid $2.29 for gas, which is the lowest we paid for gas per gallon since Donald Trump was president. So that's been a long time now that we've suffered through these higher gas prices. But that $1 off a gallon made a lot of difference. I wish I had brought our 15 gallons worth of gas cans that we have, but Chevron does this too, and we may use their app. And not only fill up the van, but bring those with us and fill them up too when we use that, if they can be used separately. It looks to me like they're the same company. I can't really tell. But now we're going to go to Popeyes and try to get a free apple pie. So we gave up on Popeyes. We went in there and stood there for a while, and no one addressed us or anything. There didn't even seem to be anybody on the counter. There was somebody taking to-go orders at the window, and she was telling the person in her headset, "I'll be with you in a moment, I'll be with you in a moment." And it wasn't racism. I mean, they're all black and we're all white, but there were black people standing there waiting too. So it wasn't that, but it was totally fucking slack. So, you know, is that a problem of the labor pool in Brunswick, Georgia? Possibly. Or is it a problem in general? Possibly in fast food. Or maybe it's something else. So we gave up on that. Fuck that. If you calculate in, like, and I'll add up at the end of this how much free food we got. But if you calculate in the Brer Bear factor of making $1 a minute, if we spend 60 minutes doing this, then you know, we can deduct $60 from the amount of free food we got. Or if we spend 120 minutes doing this, we can deduct $120 from the amount of food we got, if we're saying, is it really worth doing? So it depends what you think your time is worth. If your time's worth nothing and you're not doing anything with it on your birthday, it's totally worth it to go around and get free food, I suppose. And if you live in a bigger city, there are so many places that will give you free stuff, not just these 16 or whatever that we're doing in, you know, every town, America, lame ass Brunswick, Georgia. So there's a Waffle House right across the street from Popeyes. We're gonna go there now, and they're supposed to give you a free waffle. The Waffle House used to be right there in that blank plot of land next to Popeyes, but it's over here now. So we're gonna go over here and see if we can get a free waffle, and that I will eat. I thought I was gonna eat that Moe's burrito, but we didn't get that, so I've had very little to eat. I did eat a lot of those chips in queso though. So we're gonna go in here and try this. So we did the Waffle House, and it turns out it was a free waffle with purchase. So I bought a cup of coffee, and the coffee was $2.25, but I drank 2 of them at least. I don't remember how many. And we have another coupon, which is what that essentially was, for free hash browns with purchase. So we'll probably come back and do that later. And there's a Waffle House right by our house, but it's really shitty. So we'll come back to this one, which is at exit 36 off of I-95 in Brunswick, Georgia, rather than exit 29 where we live.
The waiter's name was Todd.
Yeah, well, the cook.
The cook.
Additionally, now we can go to Denny's, Dairy Queen, Godfather Pizza, and Subway. So we're gonna go over that way and go to Subway and Godfather's Pizza because they're in the same building. I forgot there's a Subway right here next to the Waffle House. We're gonna go ahead and do this Subway right here and see if they'll give me my cookie, which I'm pretty sure they will.
This is the good one in my opinion.
So we got a cookie at Subway, and strangely the app wasn't working correctly. It says, oh, you have a birthday reward. It's a gift, and it doesn't say what the gift is, right? It goes, go to your rewards section now to see it. You click on that and it's like you don't have any rewards. But they were very nice, and we're like, yeah, we'll give you the cookie. We saw that it says that and what have you. And let me say, they were all black and we're all white, right? So whatever's going on at Popeyes is something completely different, right?
Yeah.
They're slack as shit over there. That and it's not like I'm saying that because they denied us apple pie. It's because they never spoke to us or the other 2 people that were standing there ever, and those 2 people were not together. So, you know what you do in a situation like that, you say, hey, I'll be right with you, and just let people know, hey, I see you, I acknowledge you, and you can see me, and you can see that I'm busy, but this will happen. But that was not done at Popeyes, you know. But I have very low expectations of them. But let me say, and I don't eat chicken, but let me say I have in my life, and to me, their fried chicken out of all the fast food chains is the best. You know, I'm not including Chick-fil-A. I'm talking about KFC and Church's, basically. The Church's is the lowest, KFC is the middle, and Popeyes is the best. So, I mean, you don't see people killing each other for KFC sandwiches. So as we head out here away from the exit 36 area to the exit 29 area, we looked up on the Godfather's app how much the breadsticks were. They were like $6. We're not going to do that. We're not going there. You can get a free medium pizza if you buy the breadsticks or cheese sticks or whatever, but we're not going to do that. You can literally get a bigger one-topping pizza at Domino's for $7.99, a large, if I haven't already said that. I'm driving, so I'm not fully concentrating on the video. That does leave us with Denny's and Dairy Queen, which are both out here by where we live at exit 29, I-95, Brunswick, Georgia, United States of America. And Denny's a few years ago, I don't know, they gave me a hard time, so I haven't been there in a few years. But we're going to try that. And then the Dairy Queen, I don't know if you need a special reward in the app or how it works. We're just going to go and see. But we expect nothing from anyone, and everything is a bonus if that's how it is. So we're headed now to Denny's. Back out here where we live at exit 29. Right here, this pile of rubble. This is where a semi-truck flipped over earlier today and was laying on its side. Luckily, that didn't interfere with anything we were doing or didn't fall on us or anything like that, so that's good. But that couldn't be back up, that's for sure. That's where it happened, right there. And we're nearly to Denny's. It's just around the corner here. So we finished at Denny's, which started off nice, but ended very unpleasant. Like, we got there and the waitress, I checked with her, I said, do you guys still do that where you give a free breakfast out on a person's birthday? And she said yes. I'm like, do I have to do anything with the app or anything? No. She goes in the back and comes back and goes, it's a free value slam, which I could not find on the menu, but she described what that is, which was like pancakes and something, and your choice of meat. I said, well, can I get something instead of meat, you know, like another egg or something? She said, yeah. So she brought that out, and I ate it, and then when I go to check out, she's like, just let them know it's your birthday. I'm like, okay. And I just wanted to check out to get some change to give her a tip, you know what I mean? And then the lady that wasn't even there when we got there, who had just arrived, was like, yeah, well, do you have a barcode or something? I'm like, no, is that how it works? I was like, help me find it on the app. And I already tried to log in to the website, and they were having some kind of problem with their website, having trouble logging in, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, not really. I haven't forgotten my password. And then on the app, you could see I was logged in, but it didn't know who I was. But the log out button was available. And then the lady at the register told me, well, log out and try to log back in. So I logged out and I try to log back in, does the same crap, having trouble logging in. I'm like, shit, man. So I hit forgot password, gave it my email address, never sent me the email. And she's like, yeah, just, I'll give you a discount. I'm like, well, look, I wouldn't even have fucking come here then. If that was the deal, I checked ahead of time, you know what I mean? And she's like, well, just don't worry about it then. I'm not worried about it. I'm like, okay, but now I don't feel like I can ever go back to the Denny's. The last time I came here was like 3 years ago or something. It was a very unpleasant experience, and it wasn't about my birthday at all. And I was like, I don't want to go there anymore. The service was really bad, you know. At this Denny's at exit 29 at the Flying J truck stop, the Pilot gas station truck stop, and it is like, I think the only Denny's we have left in town. We used to have one at exit 36 at the Comfort Inn, one at exit 38 at the Strike Zone bowling alley, but those are both closed down. I wonder why. You know what I mean? So I won't be, next year I'm not going to be like attempting to come to Denny's, at least not this one. And I do believe we will be in our hometown on my birthday next year and nowhere else. So there is no other Denny's. So I don't think I'll be trying to go to Denny's again. And maybe, you know, you'd have better luck at your Denny's or something. But we've had nothing but bad luck at Denny's. And not just this one, but others as well. Like going to the one that's near Old Town in Orlando, in Kissimmee. Very bad. very bad. And that made Dottie never want to go back to any Denny's. I'm like, well, yeah, it's not necessarily, it doesn't represent every Denny's. They brought her spaghetti to the table, and there's like water, like a bunch of like this much water in it and stuff. It's like, good grief, man, are you kidding me? So anyway, Dairy Queen is the last thing left. We're not going to go to Godfather's, as I mentioned before, and we're going to go to Dairy Queen. And again, we don't necessarily expect to get anything, but I think they're supposed to give you a what's it called? A blizzard on your birthday. So we're gonna go try that. It's right up the street, and then there are no more businesses before our house. So we're gonna go there now. I don't know if you can read that. It says Dairy Queen dining room closed, drive-through open. So that's something that, you know, we've seen quite a bit of since COVID, which is years ago now. Okay, it's years ago. It is not an excuse for anything at all anymore, except dying. If you died, well then, okay, I get it. You can't undo that. But this crap about, oh, we can't even keep a damn dining room open is like inexcusable. And this is something we see at the Wendy's next to our Walmart almost constantly. Yesterday there were some people in there, but it's the first time I've seen them in there in months. So, I don't know. COVID was like a reason for everything to just become completely slack service-wise. And then things just never came back from that, you know? That includes Disney, you know? They just are not what they used to be. And, you know, fucking trans people. They're just not what they used to be, you know? So that went very well. They gave us a free blizzard. We went through the drive-through, and you know, I told them I don't see in the app where it says I get it, but do you give out a free blizzard on the birthday? I said yeah, and they gave us the biggest one. And I don't have a good memory. If you know me at all, you know I had a terrible car wreck that has affected my memory really badly. So I ordered an Oreo when in actuality Dottie wanted a cheesecake one, but she'll just have to live with it.
It's fine, good.
You gotta remind me of things at the appropriate moment if you want me to remember them. But if you tell me miles away or hours away from somewhere, there's no way I'm gonna remember it ever. Pretty much no matter what it is. But if you tell me at the right time and place, then I'll take care of it, you know? So we got the blizzard, and now we're headed to the house. We live just up the street here. And I will try to total up what we've gotten today. And it is $3.26, though about an hour of it doesn't count because we were doing like business things that weren't being recorded. And we started at about 11. Well, I guess about a half an hour or so doesn't count. So 4 hours we spent doing this. There's no way we got $240 worth of food. So, you know, if you use the Brer Bear principle of making $1 a minute and deduct your time, then, you know, we're not even breaking even. But if your time's worth nothing and it's your birthday and you're doing nothing, it's totally worth going and getting free food. So we have still the blizzard, part of the pink drink, the wings, a few chips and salsa left, the blueberry muffin, the cookie, half a sub, all still. So Dottie's got dinner tonight, you know. I got a phone call in the middle of that last segment there, but I'm going to try to assess now what this would have cost if we paid for all of that. Not that I would ever buy all that crap. But if I did, what would it cost? What is the value of what we got for free for my birthday? So I got all the totals together, and this is what I would have paid if I had bought all of this stuff. And what did I get? From Crumble, a cookie. With taxes, that's $4.80. From Starbucks, a venti drink, a 30-ounce type drink. That would have been $6.37, and so on. Firehouse subs, $9.20. Buffalo Wild Wings, $9.62. Checkers, $4.27. etc. At Hooters, I mean, it would have been $18.18, which I could never see paying that for 10 wings. But we got them for free. And we didn't get a smoothie from Tropical Smoothie, so maybe next year this will be a little higher. And in Moe's, we didn't actually get the burrito. We got the free queso, which wasn't really related to my birthday so much as it was related to signing up for the app. So that was only $4.91. Next year that'll be a little higher, I suppose. But we won't go back to Denny's. So that $7.48 there won't be part of the equation next year. Plus I had to leave a $3 tip. Now in the Waffle House, it's with purchase. So I purchased a coffee and left a tip. A total of $3. It's not much of a tip, but it's a very high percentage compared to the $2.25 that I spent. So I deducted that. So even though we got $80.73 worth of food, deducting those tips, $76.98, which is quite respectable for a lame town. I don't want to say small town. We don't live in a small town. It's just lame. So if you live in a big city, there are so many other places you can go and so many other things you can get for free. But this is what was available to us and all we had really time and patience for, that at the end of this, I'm so full and tired that enough was enough anyway. So not all of the experiences were the same. Some of them were kind of unpleasant. All right. That Denny's was, it started off nice. The waitress was great. But then the lady that at the register wanted to make it a problem. So we're just not going to go back there for any reason ever again. And the tropical smoothie was the worst one, in my opinion. It was like just mechanical politeness that was just a complete shutdown. In other words, it says online you do this. I don't know anything about it. Well, so what then? Just nothing? Yeah, unfortunately, sorry. And it's like a white chick, you know what I mean? And just like, a young white chick who's just like, yep, sorry, guys. And it's like, so you're not even going to ask anybody anything. You're just like shutting it down. Fine, fuck you. So we'll try again next year. The idea there may be that I signed up for their app too late. Like with Moe's Southwest Grill, you may have to actually have the app for a year before they actually do something for you. It's like that with Starbucks. It's not like you can sign up the day before and get the free drink. But we signed up for that a long time ago, their app. So maybe next year at Tropical Smoothie, they'll, in my inbox, which I guess is supposed to be, it doesn't really specify what that means. I guess your email inbox, maybe a thing will appear saying I get a free smoothie at that time. But I know on the 29th, they're giving out free 12-ounce Island Punch smoothies. So don't miss that on May 29th. That applies to you too. So that's Tropical Smoothie Cafe, I think it's called. And oh, you know what? I realize now I put an apple pie dessert for $2.13 on Popeyes. We did not get that. And that was like the biggest fail. It wasn't like related to the birthday thing though. Tropical Smoothie had the biggest fail related to the birthday rewards and how do you get them? It's unclear at a lot of these places. Like at Dairy Queen, it was totally unclear how you do it. They're like, yeah, we'll just do it. At Waffle House, they were like, yeah, we'll do it. And I was like, well, I'm not trying to bend the rules. If there's a purchase, I'll make a purchase. But, or just get nothing. But I'm not trying to like get something that I'm not, okay having. So it turned out like they were already making the waffle when I found out, yes, here is the thing. And it does say with the purchase. I said, fine, I'll buy a cup of coffee. Whereas Hooters, they just showed the ID and they did it. It wasn't a matter of the app. At Moe's Southwest Grill, you give your phone number, which is associated with the app, and it deducts it right there at the register. So I told them, well, let's try to do it before I actually get the burrito made. Let's not make a mess of things by getting the burrito made and then it not taking it. But it didn't take it because you're supposed to be with them for a year. So next year that will work. Panera, no problem there. They just asked for my phone number. Checkers were like, we have no idea what you're talking about, but we'll give you a free milkshake. So I was like, okay, fine. And Buffalo Wild Wings, smooth as silk, no problem. Firehouse, no problem. You just give them the phone number and it deducts it after they ring it up. So those were the various experiences with these various corporates and their birthday rewards. So when it comes time for your birthday, make sure you go ahead and have all of their apps downloaded and that you've already signed up for their rewards programs. A lot of these I just signed up for yesterday, and today is my birthday. But Starbucks, you have to do in advance. Moe's Southwest Grill, a year in advance. So sign up for it now, and if your birthday is less than a year away, which for most people it is, right? Because that's how birthdays work. You know, it'll be a while. And what else is there? I don't know. They didn't really. Yeah, I'm just saying none of them really had a stipulation like you have to wait. Those two for sure you have to wait. It looks like Tropical Smoothie you might have to wait, though the person was totally unclear and unknowledgeable of what anything really, other than it tells you, oh, you're going to get a surprise on your birthday. That surprise, she knew what it was, is a free smoothie. But as far as like redeeming that, it was just made impossible just by going, sorry guys, you know. So I guess that's about it.